Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. So in the month of October, there are two major eclipses. One is the solar eclipse which occurs on 14th October 2023. It is an annular solar eclipse. And the interesting part is it occurs on the mahalaya Amavasya day of pitru paksha. The other eclipse is the lunar eclipse, which occurs on October 29th, 2023. Now, interesting part is when both these eclipses occur, there is a Pisach yoga formed in the sign of Libra. That is, Mars will be conjunct with Ketu. So, let us analyze what will be the impact. Now, first, where will the solar eclipse be visible? It will be visible in West Africa, South America, and North America. It will not be visible in India. So, the effects of the solar eclipse are more pronounced over the American regions, that is North America, South America, Canada, West Africa. Whereas the lunar eclipse, which occurs on 29th October 2023, it is a partial lunar eclipse and it will be visible in many places such as Asia, Australia, Europe, Pacific, North America, East America, South America. Even in India, this eclipse will be visible in many parts, and therefore Sutak Kal is applicable for the lunar eclipse. It is not applicable for the solar eclipse because it is not visible in India. Now, wherever the eclipse occurs, its effects will be more pronounced. So, the effects of the solar eclipse will be more pronounced in North America, South America, Canada, West Africa, whereas the effects of the lunar eclipse will be seen across Europe, Asia, Australia, and also in North America and South America. Now, why is this eclipse important? Both these eclipses are important because when these eclipses occur, there is a Pisach yoga occurring, which means Mars will conjunct with Ketu in the sign of Libra. And because the solar eclipse occurs on the Amavasya day, it means the sun and the moon are extremely close to each other. So, this is a time when the mind cannot function peacefully. And because of the Mars Ketu conjunction, wherever this eclipse occurs, there are chances of violent incidents occurring in that part of the world. So, when the solar eclipse occurs, it indicates certain violent incidents occurring, but they will not happen immediately. The effect of these incidents or the solar eclipse can occur in a span of next 60 days. So it is not that if the solar eclipse occurs on 14th October itself, there will be immediately violent incidents or some problems in the world. It is not like that. It can take around 60 days. So this time frame of 60 days is very intense, and there is a likelihood that a lot of violent incidents, terrorist activities increase in the world during this time period. Now, where can these activities occur? Definitely, both these eclipses show an intense effect on North America, South America, and therefore, after October 14th, the violent incidents in these areas will increase. The eclipses also affect the northeast region of India, the southern regions of India, as well as the coastal portion of India, that is the western regions such as Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karachi. Now, one more thing is because this eclipse occurs when Mars and Ketu are conjunct in the sign of Libra. Libra is an air sign, and Mars and Ketu represent intense heat and fire. So, during this time period, air related accidents can increase. Mars also represents weapons, Ketu represents headlessness, Libra represents balance and harmony. So during this time period, post the eclipses occurring, there can be lot of trouble for the governments across the world. Their decisions can go haywire. and terrorist activities can increase in a big way. We are already seeing what is happening between India and Canada. The Khalistan terrorist activities are also increasing right now. So, this is the effect of Mars Ketu conjunction, and the eclipse will intensify things further. So, air travel should be avoided during the time of the eclipse as much as possible until it is extremely essential for you to travel. Second thing, Mars represents the earth element, Libra is the sign of balance, and the eclipse can cause earthquakes to occur within the next 2 months. So, earthquakes are a side effect of this eclipse, which is likely to occur very soon. Volcanic eruptions and explosions will also increase in this time period because Mars is a hot planet. Ketu is also an intensely hot planet. So, what is good about the eclipse? There are some good things also. The solar eclipse occurs on 14th October 2023, which is the day of the mahalaya Amavasya or the last day of pitru paksha. So, any puja done for your ancestors or pitras, any offerings done to the poor in the name of your ancestors, any tarpan done during this period, that will bring you a lot of good merit. Eclipses are the time to meditate. This is the time when the sun and moon are in intense agony. They are afflicted by Rahu and Ketu, and therefore praying to the sun, praying to the moon is said to appease them in this time period. Praying to Lord Shiva, who is the ruler of sun and the moon, also brings a lot of good things in your life. Now, both Mars and Ketu represent Lord Ganesha. Mars is known as Angarak. Ganesha is worshipped on the day of Tuesday. Ganesha's head was also cut off by Lord Shiva, and therefore he is the ruler of Ketu. Ketu is also headless. So, worshipping Ganesha during the time of the eclipse has a special significance, and it brings a lot of punya or good merit to you. Any donations you do in the name of your ancestors during this time period to the poor and needy will also give you a lot of merit. So, eclipses are a good time to meditate, to look inwards, to see what you want to do in your life, and to plan well. However, eclipses are not the time to take action. It is rather a time to introspect, go within yourself, and plan for your future. Now, friends, I'm not doing an ascendant wise analysis. In my previous videos, I have done the ascendant wise analysis. You can refer to that. Now, what are the general rules to be followed during the time of the eclipse? It is entirely up to you whether you want to follow this or not. But generally, whenever an eclipse occurs, we do not expose food to sunlight and we do not consume food during the time of the eclipse. So, it is better that you consume food before the eclipse occurs and after the eclipse ends. For pregnant women, it is advisable not to expose themselves to sunlight or moonlight during this time period. Stay home as much as possible because the radiation is not good during this time period. Do not take major decisions such as entering into a new deal, buying a new house, or buying a new car or a vehicle during the time of the eclipse. Now, one more thing I forgot to mention is that from 15th October 2023 to 24th October 2023 are the 9 days of Navratri, and therefore this is a very good time to meditate on the divine force or energy or Shakti or goddess Durga. These 9 days immediately follow the date of the solar eclipse. That is, the solar eclipse happens on 14th October 2023, and from 15th to 24th are the Navratri days. So, definitely praying to Goddess Durga, praying to the divine forms of Shakti such as Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati will protect you in a big way from any problems that may come because of these eclipses. Now, for any queries, you can write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. So, friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe.